You better believe that when a great man like Jeff Staple, who has an incredible knowledge of sneakers and a huge history of designing, speaks about two shoes, I'm going to listen. He was recently asked by Complex to rate his 2 favorite sneakers of the year so far, and the 2 that he said are the 2 that I have with me here today. First up, we have the Nike AVA Rover, and second, the Adidas Adizero EVO SL. 2 shoes which have been absolutely doing amazing things over there in the US and the UK for summer. 2 very light, breathable shoes, and today we're going to break down the pros, the cons, and everything that you need to know about these 2 shoes. The sneaker of the year debate is often hotly contested, and usually we try to get a bit of a gauge as to where the public and the critics are sitting at this current moment of the year. We're not quite 3/4 of the way through the year, but we pretty much know every single sneaker that's going to come out, and most of the heavy hitters have already come out this year. And most people usually say, Jordan 4s or New Balance shoes or something, or an awesome collaboration. But why is Jeff Staple talking about 2 inline Nike and Adidas GR models? Well, first of all, in his own words, they're very, very innovative, not only in their technology, but also in their forward-thinking style. First up, let's give you some cons, just to start with the bad, and then we'll finish with the good. One con for the Nike AVA Rover that I can see is that it's not as soft as I thought it was going to be. With the Nike React cushioning around the entirety of the outsole, you would expect it to be a little bit cushy. It has those similarities to the Yeezy 700, which had that really soft, cloud-like cushioned feel, and yet this is a little bit harder than those. It's definitely not uncomfortable by any means, but I would kind of have liked to see it be a little bit more cushioned, but you kind of get what you get for the price tag, which is $200. I'll talk about that more in the pros. One other con is that it's not very waterproof, so if you're going to kind of be wearing these out in the city or a little bit outdoors, you're definitely going to be susceptible to any sort of water or mud that's going to be trying to splash onto your shoe. One other con is that there's not a lot of shoe around the heel. It's got this indented almost L shape that basically goes around your ankle joint, which obviously brings more breathability, but I did feel a little bit of heel slippage on this one. So definitely a very low cut shoe and friendly for wide ankles. Those cons are also kind of similar to the Adidas shoe. One of the cons for me is the price. It is sitting at $240 Australian, which is on your premium end of shoes. And it's not really in that tier of premium marathon running shoes. It's kind of for more of the intermediate lifestyle runner. Another con again is that it's not very waterproof, so you're not really going to be protected from any sort of water or any of the other elements that are trying to get into your shoe, especially in this colorway. Another con is that this is going to get dirty very quickly. So for those people who aren't running and just going to be wearing this for fashion purposes, it's going to be pretty hard to clean. The reason I got those cons out of the way so quickly is because there really isn't much to not like about these shoes. As you can tell, I'm kind of nitpicking with them, but I do like to give a fair and non-biased opinion on these shoes. Let's go back to the AVA Rover and talk about some of the pros. One of the things I really like is the style. It really does have that nice high ankle stacked feel, moving into that sort of tapered look on the toe, really propelling you forward with every step. The aesthetic of almost the pixelized indented pattern on the outsole is also pretty cool. It's immediately noticeable from whenever you see it, whether it's from long distance or up close. It really does have a really nice style, and you can tell just looking at it, it is kind of different from your everyday sort of runner. The materials do feel very premium. Again, it is very breathable, so it's great for summer. You've got this almost nylon windbreaker style feel on the top, and it does have a very nice one-to-one snug type fit. So if you are going to pick these ones up, I would recommend going with your true to size if you do like that nice snug feel, because due to the upper being very light, it kind of molds around your toe as you sink your foot into the shoe. However, if you have a really wide foot and you don't like that snug feel, I'd probably go up half a size. You'd still be very good. However, these are still sitting everywhere in like your normal kind of sports stores or shoe boutiques. So go into a store, try them on, see what size kind of fits you, and I think you'll be absolutely golden. Moving on to the pros of the Adidas Adizero EVO SL. Yes, that's a long name, but if you have been anywhere outside or on the sneaker internet, you will have seen this shoe on people's feet. It was kind of debuted with Pharrell with this one colorway, which was like exclusive to New York. Very, very limited, very high on the resale market. However, there's been a ton of different releases of this shoe in different colorways, and there's going to be more coming. So if you don't like any of the colorways that are currently out, just wait and there will probably be one that suits you. There's a lot more pros to this shoe, in my opinion, than the AVA Rover. It is so light underfoot. It is only like 200 grams, which is so light. The Light Strike Pro foam, as I've been told, is a foam that does not degrade over time. So the more you wear this shoe, the more comfortable it is going to get. And that's saying a lot because it is very comfortable straight out of the box already. It's got a very grippy traction pattern on the bottom. You've got the Continental rubber there. I have done a full in-depth detailed review on this channel, so if you do want to check out more about this shoe, The link is just down below as well. So I think if you're looking for more of a performance-based lifestyle shoe, the Adizero is definitely your go-to. But if you're a little bit more budget conscious and you kind of want a little bit more of a different look, of course this does look good, but it is a very generic kind of runner. This is definitely kind of more your go. Lower in price and has that very unique kind of indented, pixelated look on the bottom here. So to wrap up, both very good models. And I think Jeff Staple is 100% on the money when he says that these are two of the most innovative shoes of 2025, which just shows that the two big players, Adidas and Nike, still have the juice when it comes to creating great innovation. Hopefully this video gave you some answers. Again, thank you so much to everyone who's been watching my channel over the last few weeks. We've done a huge amount with the content over the last little bit. We've done the undefeated 4s. We've done reviews on both of these shoes individually. And again, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed, liked the videos, and watched the podcast. Really do appreciate everyone who's been supporting me over this year. It's been a crazy year. And again, we are going to continue doing so much more. It's going to be an awesome finish to the year. Thank you so much to everybody. Have a good day.